I was just in the supermarket before with Natasha. I was in the supermarket before with Natasha, and I saw two females of generous proportions, body mass index wise. And as I often do, because I'm a coach and personal trainer for almost 30 years now, I follow people around the supermarket, and I do this game where I guess what their behaviour is going to be, what patterns I'm going to see from them. I do it all the time. It's an OCD thing. It's weird. I get it. I'm a stalker. Okay, call the cops. So I follow these people around. I'm just sort of from a distance watching where they go, and I'll soon go to the confectionery aisle, the sweets aisle, and they walk through there, and you can feel, they're like, oh, we shouldn't get this. No, they're reading the sugar labels. These girls are, hitting 90 kilos each, and I feel for them. It hurts me a lot to see, especially women, fat, because if you're a woman and you're overweight, society is very less favorable towards you than your twin sister who is slimmer, good posture, and looks full of sunshine. I don't make the rules. This is how it is. So all women I've met last 30 years who come to me for weight loss, everyone wants skinnier arms, skinnier legs, flatter stomach. No woman has ever said to me, I want chunky, big legs. I want chunky gut. I want chunky arms. I want a stout neck. Never, ever. I mean, maybe one day it will happen. It hasn't. So these women they're so confused. And then eventually, the biggest one leaves with a bag of chips, fatty, greasy chips. She's mugging on the chips, enjoying that. And she's wearing, some expensive attire there from Lululemon, etc. Nice girls, just super well-meaning, innocently just getting exploited by the weight loss industry and the sports apparel fashion, made in Bangladesh, sold for God knows how much, And it's just like, damn, and it's just rinse, repeat, It's so hard to see a skinny girl in a Western country now who's skinny and doesn't have some level of eating disorder or disordered eating because of the level of sugar phobia pushed aggressively out there to people. Look at all the most popular influencers on social media today. Every single one of them, they're all pushing an anti-carbohydrate, anti-sugar, anti-fruit, anti-starch. Carbohydrates in general, blacklist it, confuse people. Just think about it. You see it all the time. That punk diary CEO, whatever, who his face was. He does some great interviews and he asks some great questions. He would never ever have me on the channel because he's too into the NPC stuff. But full anti-sugar, And this guy's going to be a dad soon. And this dude admits he's got mad depression, mad fatigue, life struggling, despite having all the audience and stuff, Because this dude fears sugar. Like these women in the aisle to the supermarket, and they, and the other one left with some sort of protein thing, That's what 90-kilo women eat. They eat the fatty chips, and they skip the carbohydrate. And then later on tonight, we'll be on the phone to Uber Eats getting that deep fried satay chicken. No rice, though. It'll be with cauliflower rice, because rice makes you fat. Like the 30, 40, 50 kilo Asian chicks all over the world, Indian chicks, African chicks, small waist. Like all those small-waisted women around the world who live on carbohydrate, our 90-kilo Australian female friends will avoid carbohydrate because they see that on Today Tonight, Channel 7, etc. And it's sad. So this is why every day I come onto social media and I'm putting out there, That's why I encourage everyone out there, you got to do your bit, man. All right, you got to do your bit. Everybody should start a YouTube channel and talk this basic content. Doesn't take much. This production time is 4 minutes, okay? After this video's over, I hit upload. No edits, no jump cuts, no script. Let's go. Real stuff, real talk. Because the real talk is going to help society, okay? Because you can relate to that. A Nike advert, that's cool, But it's a little bit fake. It's a little bit corporate, but it's cool. But carbohydrates are king and queen. They always will be. When you do a keto diet, when you cut carbs, I can't think of a better way to fuck your life up than cut carbohydrates, count calories, all this stuff. Fearing sugar, living in that prison, that calories in, calories out prison, and 99% of influencers out there living in that prison. You want to live in their prison? You want to live in the mental prison that they live in? Not me. I don't count my calories. I don't count my expenditure. I mean, you can't even do it accurately anyway. You can't even accurately measure how many calories your body actually absorbs every day. You can't. It's impossible. So why the fuck are you focusing on the impossible? because you want certainty. Because everyone else is doing it. Oh, there's certainty. Everyone else is doing it. There's certainty. I'll follow the crowd. I don't think. I just follow it. Okay, so you can't actually measure how much calories your body absorbs. And you can't actually accurately measure how much you expend every single day. So what are you doing in that fucking prison? Come on. Open the bars up. Jump out. Last little story. In 2008, 2009, I think it was, there was some monkeys in a cage in Penang, Malaysia. And me and my friend Derek would get durian from that vendor, and the monkeys in the cage were a tourist attraction. They were fat monkeys. They just given all the tourist food and stuff. And these fat monkeys, and again, very smart little monkeys. And they would try and open up the cage to get out. And me and Derek noticed that. And I said, I'm going to bust those monkeys out of this cage tonight. And so we unlocked the thing and opened it up. And the monkeys, next day we saw the monkeys on top of the cage. You know, as soon as I opened the cage up at night time, the monkeys are out on top of the cage, running around the trees, having monkey time. Monkey doing monkey business. Next day, they're back in the cage. Yeah, next afternoon, back in the cage. I was like, what? So we went out that night, let the monkeys out. Boom, up the trees. Boom, next day, back in the cage again. And this one, the cage is padlocked. So I buy some pliers and I cut a hole in the freaking thing, and the monkeys escape. Next day, the monkeys are back in the cage again, and it's all, fixed again. I'm like, okay, the monkeys want to leave, but once they're out the cage, they don't know what the fuck to do, So ideally, it would be a cage or a hole, so the monkeys can go out in the forest and then come back to the cage. Everyone's happy that way. But that's not how the monkeys think, and that's not how the owners of the monkeys think, unfortunately. So the monkeys obviously enjoy being in the cage, but they also enjoy being free. But once they're free, they're like, well, what do we do with the freedom? Because the cage is what we know, okay? So often people, they escape the calories in, calories out life. They go into my protocol. It's freedom. They're great, feeling great. For some fucking reason, there's too much uncertainty. Friends, family get in their ears. Can't do this. And so they're going to go back to what they used to do. And the weight comes back on, the performance drops, the depression comes in, the caffeine, the drug addictions all come back on in. And I get it now. I get it. I just baffle me. Why the fuck do some people drop my protocols, get fat, and just go AWOL? Because certainty. Some people, certainty is their main factor in life. They got to have certainty. And then they're getting crazy results. Fucking girls looking hot, stripper bodies, tiny waists, fucking just popping. Bros just looking lean, fucking lean jaws. And then they go off the protocol, get on the fucking chipmunk cheeks. And hey, as long as you're happy doing that, that's okay. I'm not going to here criticize anyone. But if your goal is to be lean all year long, to have your best natural aesthetic, then I'm your man. Performance-wise as well, okay? But some people, they don't want that. They don't want to win. Or I should take it back, okay? They want to win their way. And their way is being fat, being non-standout, being slow, being sick, go to hospital, get some attention, I get it, For some women out there, the only masculine presence they get is the doctor, nurse, male, giving them some, how you going today? How are you today? All right? So many women out there, the only men out there asking them how they are is the freaking doctor or male nurse. And flip it around for men. The only female attention they get is maybe the nurse giving them a little soap bath or whatever at the hospital. So they're thinking, hey, why should I give up my cigarettes and my meat, when I can get this attention I'm getting? So there you go. That's why some people, you give them the fucking exact protocols to do. I mean, my protocols are fucking easy. They're cheap and they're devastatingly effective for weight loss and aesthetics performance. Why don't more people do them? Well, they would do them because people don't want the results. People want certainty, even if it means a poor quality of life. Because certainty's, that's what they rely on. Certainty, That's why people stay in really bad relationships, because give them certainty. Well, I know I'll get punched in the face today. If I leave the relationship, I might get kicked. I might get punched twice in the face. So getting punched in the face once a day, that's not too bad. Because what if I leave the relationship and someone punched me twice in the face? That wouldn't be as good. I don't know. I'm just going to stay here. Damn.